Hi guys! Rolecosplay was kind enough to send me their Eula cosplay and wig, so I decided to make an unboxing video / review and a wig styling tutorial for her. Keep watching to the end of the video to find out my discount code for your next purchase at Rolecosplay. And without further ado, I hope you enjoy this video! Alright, so let's first start with an unboxing. So here's the wig, which is very nicely packaged with cardboard and tissue paper to prevent misshaping during transit. As you can see, it also came with a free wig cap, which is very useful for me as I'm always losing mine. So here's the main cosplay. Its packaging was very compact and very secure. So now let's unbox this. Starting off with their smaller accessories, it was double packaged to reduce any breakage. And from a first look, they are very detailed and accurate to the game. By the way, I will be putting up reference images of the places that these accessories, as well as other things I'll be showing in this unboxing, so you know where everything goes and how it looks in comparison to the references. Usually with these small trinkets, they're usually folded or otherwise misshaped in transit, but these are in pristine condition, which I was very surprised with. And looking close up, there are nice details and beautiful gemstones to it. I mean, look at this. Yeah, and there are some nice pins on the back to help just attach it to the cosplay. Here's her little head accessory. And here's probably my favorite of them all. It's very beautiful, and look at that gold detail. Moving on to our larger accessories, here we see the larger accessories. Here's our headband, which is made of a stretchy black lace trimmed fabric, so yeah, I can adjust to anyone's head. And her gloves are made of a nice stretchy fabric, which looks well under sunlight. And here is her kind of shawl accessory and vision. It looks like it glows. And it's highly accurate to the reference photo. It sits nicely on the cosplay, as you can see on the entire thing. I'll show at the end of the video, and has a very 3D effect, which is really nice. Now onto her chest straps. The Velcro piece is very long, making it adjustable to many different sizes, and the pleather and gold material used is very pretty. And now onto her back accessory for the shawl. Ignore me holding it upside down, but like the front accessory, it's very nicely detailed and sits beautifully on the cosplay. Now onto her thigh-high socks. So the material used has been very nicely thought out with both function, convenience, and aesthetic in mind. So here's a stretchy gripping elastic on the top of her socks so they don't slip down. The leather strap material contrasts with the main material, which is a really nice stretchy fabric. The printing is very precise and detailed. So here are arm covers. They're adjustable with Velcro, and like I said before, this is straight out of the package, so please ignore any wrinkles found. Here is her outer collar, which is secured with the smooth zipper, and I mean, look at this precise detailing. I'm in love with this. And here is her main bodice. It's a vinyl-like fabric, and it's covered with tissue paper, and every good clothing or cosplay company will cover such fabrics with this. Yeah. And as you can see, the darting on this cosplay will make it very form-fitting. And here are the sides, which is made of like a translucent pantyhose type fabric. And props to the beautiful sewing done. Working with stretchy material is not easy. Yeah, no, but I can't describe everything here as there's just so much to take in, but just know it's very high quality. And finally onto her shawl. It's made from a mixture of fabrics, both glittery and not. It had some really nice gems too on it. And this concludes the unboxing. You'll be able to see the whole cosplay at the end. Yeah, so now onto the wig tutorial. So here's a first look at the wig. It has a light blue main color and white streaks exactly like the ones from her in-game. It also has a skin top side parting, making the wig look more realistic and easier to style, as you can see right here. So what I usually use when styling wigs are as follows. Hairspray, I personally like to use Got To Be Glued, some alligator clips, although this is optional, and bobby pins can be used as an alternative. I also like to use some sharp scissors, as well as thinning shears. Again, this is optional. A comb. You can also use a brush, but I like to use a comb. A spray bottle with a mixture of water and salt inside. This is optional too, as well as a hair straightener. Ignore how dirty mine is. Whether you are styling your wig on your head or a wig stand, I like to comb out the wig first before I do anything. I first put the wig on my head and trimmed the wig where I needed, as it was a bit too long for me, but I did this off camera. So first I got her bangs and bobby pinned her side bangs, as you can see here. And then I cut her like over side bangs just above my jawline. And then I sectioned off the top of her wig where the side part is with 2 elastic bands, and we will get back to that later. Now onto texturizing the wig. So Eula has very layered hair with some hair flicks all over her hair, and by the way, it's a good idea to have a bin nearby. Just catch all the hair you'll cut off, as it can get a little messy. Yeah. And before I start, I like to spray the hair with some saltwater solution, as I showed before. This helps just create texture. And now we can start cutting. So I take a small section of the wig and cut downwards in a feathered motion. And what I mean by this is by making very small and slight cuts as you move down the hair strands, rather than one sharp cut, which would not be realistic. And then I continue to do this for the entire wig, as well as trimming the bottom of the back, but you can choose how long you want your hair to be. And I occasionally spritz with some hairspray. Now, to make the flicks of her hair, I go in with my straightener on 180 degrees Celsius, but make sure to check the maximum temperature of your wig that your wig can handle by testing on a small section of hair. And as you can see, I take my straightener and curl small sections of the hair. It's good to know that synthetic hair holds curls differently to real hair. They don't curl and set with heat, but they curl initially with heat, and you must allow them to cool in that position for them to hold the curls. To help them hold curls, I hold the curls in that position for a few seconds after I curl with the straightener. And again, I do this for the entire wig and occasionally spray with some hairspray. Then what I did is I took some larger sections, hairspray them, and sectioned them off with my fingertips to add even more texture and curls. Now onto styling her large flicks that we sectioned off earlier. I brush them out and gather all the strands in my hands and hairspray the area close to the parting. And I spray them upwards to give a more 3D effect, then I brush them back with my hands. Then I trim them to my desired length, cutting them parallel to the strands rather than perpendicular. This gives just a more realistic effect and less of a choppy effect, and we don't want the choppy effect. Then I spray the entire section with hairspray, and don't forget to spray the underside as well. Then I curl it with my curling iron, adjusting the shape after with my fingers, but be careful as it may be very hot. Then I would usually hairspray the tips or glue them with hair gel, but I forgot here. Oops. Then I repeat the process to the other side as well. And now that they are done, I adjust the side bangs and cut them a little. Then I finally start trimming her kind of long side section that she has to my desired length, and you can do this however long you want. I decided just to make it a little shorter just because I prefer just shorter wigs. Then I make some final adjustments to the wig, like curling some more sections, etc., until I'm finally happy with it. Then I just spritz some hairspray all over the wig. And here is her wig finished. And here's the final look. Huge thank you to my friend Senko Photography for taking these photos. You can check them out on Instagram. And huge thank you to Rolecosplay for giving me this opportunity. I love the cosplay and highly recommend it to anyone wanting to cosplay Eula in the future. You can see more photos and videos on my Instagram at cospoxia or my TikTok at cospoxia.fever. Or alternatively, you can check out Rolecosplay's website. I've added a link in the description. And please note that you can use my code cospoxia for 12% off your next cosplay from Rolecosplay. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you've learned something from this video. Bye guys!